Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Hey guys, it's me, Colin Ott, the Candid Camper. I'm not really doing a whole heck of a lot right now, so I thought I would take this opportunity to answer some questions that I've gotten both personally and through DMs and through comments on YouTube. So, first question that I get a good bit is how do you use the bathroom and how do you shower? Bathroom, I mean, most gas stations have a bathroom. You can buy a water bottle or something and they'll let you use it. There's truck stops. I have a portable bathroom in the van, but I haven't used it at all yet. So most national parks have porta potties or, the ranger stations or really the gift shop anywhere. I mean, they have bathrooms all over the place. So not a problem. Showers, a bit more difficult. I also have some, they're like solar bags. So they're made of some kind of solar material. And when you leave them on your dashboard, they get warm and there's no pressure on them at all. It's just gravity based, but they do get pretty warm. So those work well. I don't use them very frequently. I think I've used them maybe twice this entire trip. The best thing to do that I've been able to do, thankfully, is I have a Planet Fitness Black Card membership, which gives me access to Planet Fitness everywhere in the US, and I can use their showers. So I go to Planet Fitness a lot of time and just go in with a duffel bag. I don't work out or do anything. I just shower and I leave. But it works out nice. If there are no Planet Fitnesses around, there are truck stops that still offer showers. It's like $13 or something like that for a shower, which in the grand scheme of things, not too shabby. So those work as well. And then of course, hotels, Airbnbs, anytime you're in one, definitely take a shower. Friends' houses, Dan's was a nice pit stop. I definitely came in there smelling worse than I left. Yeah, so that about covers it there. Another question I get a lot is cooking. How do you cook? I have a full cooking setup in the car top carrier of the car. Not once have I used it. For me, I love food and I'm exploring all these different places, trying to get a sense of what the culture is like, and part of that to me is eating the food. I don't record it. I don't really feel like people want to watch me eating food. This isn't a food channel, but rest assured I do eat some pretty good food, and that's part of the adventure for me. So if I ever need to, if I ever feel like I'm going to be going somewhere for an extended period of time and there's no, civilization nearby, then yeah, I'll bring some canned goods and I'll cook beans on my stovetop. But for what I'm doing, I'm in cities often enough that I can try different cuisines, and I view that as a blessing. So that's cooking for me. Somebody else asked me what is one thing that I would change. I can say without a doubt the first thing and probably the only thing that I'd really change is the bed in my vehicle is too high up. I can't sit up in the vehicle, so I have to sit in the driver's side or the passenger side if I want to be sitting and typing or editing or doing anything that doesn't involve laying down, and that is very frustrating. There's no way around it with the vehicle I have. It's pretty old and the wheel wells are high up in the back, so we had to build around that, which would have been pretty unconventional, I think, to work around it and probably not worth it. But if I could change any one thing, that is without a doubt the first and probably the only thing I would change. People also were asking me about negativity in van life and if I had experienced anything like that. Not really. I haven't had anyone say anything to me that was overtly negative. I had the cop incident that was in Houston, and yeah, that wasn't even related to van life. It was related to interviewing, so not really a great example there. So no, not really. I haven't experienced anything police-wise or pedestrian-wise. So people were asking me how long I plan to go. The plan is about March-ish time. This is all pretty loosey-goosey. There's not really a concrete plan. It's more of a loose outline, and then I'm kind of going based on that. So We will see, but the intended end date was, somewhere in probably early March, but we'll see. We've had a couple hiccups already, so hopefully we don't have too many more. On that note, people were asking me how I decide where I'm going to go next. I have an app called Road Trippers. If you're ever road tripping, I recommend you get it. It's like $1 a month, and you can plan out a whole route. Gives you tons and tons of options, places to go, places to eat, hotels, campsites. You can filter it all down. This is not an ad for road trippers, but if you are doing road tripping, it's a great app. I use that. I have a whole route that's mapped out, but yeah, I didn't follow it to a T. I was supposed to do like Utah, northern Arizona, and I think part of Colorado already, and I haven't done any of that because it was freezing cold, and yeah, I was like, I'm gonna wait until the end of the trip because it worked out perfectly right where that was, that when I come down on the backside of the loop, I can just carry it down further than I was intending. So it'll take me a little bit longer to get home, but really it's the same, 6 one way, half a dozen the other. But yeah, I have a loose itinerary, and it's mostly based on national parks. As you know, if you're this far into the channel, that's the main goal is to hit as many national parks as possible. So yeah, and Lassen Volcanic National Park tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. I think I had a couple more questions. I'm trying to think of them off the top of my head. One was about sleeping in the car. Is it easy to stealth camp? Yeah, it's pretty easy to stealth camp, which is weird to be answering that sitting inside a hotel. But yeah, I have Reflectix that I cut out, and shout out to my parents for helping me make those. But yeah, I just stick those in the window. It blacks out everything, and people can't see inside the car. It works out really, really nice. And you can do that. I can set it up while I'm in the car. It's not easy, but I figured out I can do it. So, yeah, stealth camping's not too bad. I mean, be careful of the signs. There are places I left that one Walmart because it said restricted, please do not overnight park here. Try to be courteous, especially to Walmart because most of their parking lots you can park in. So, yeah, definitely love that. Walmart parking lots are great. Truck stops are great. Motel parking lot, I did it once. It worked out. I don't know the rules on that, and I won't pretend to. But yeah, overall stealth camping has been pretty easy. And then the last question I get a lot is, how much does it cost? Is it expensive? If you have the car already, no, it's not really expensive, especially if you have a newer car. My biggest expense throughout this whole thing has been fixing my car up. As you know, I just recently going through that, so for the second time I think in the last month. And I know I'm putting a lot of miles on the car. I am getting regular oil changes in the car, but it's a 2001. It's 20 years old. It's got 160 some thousand miles on it, which isn't a lot, but they're hard miles. Yeah, I think that's really the biggest cost. I probably spent $1,500, maybe slightly more than that, for the entire trip in terms of getting the car. But I think if you had even like a 2005, 2010, those kind of cars, you won't have near the maintenance that you would on a 2001. So yeah, I think that's about the cost for the car. If you had to buy a whole car for this, or an RV or a camper, I mean, you're talking vastly different price points. But to get a car, an SUV that could probably do it, you could probably do it for like $5 or $6 grand, and then you can take out a lot of that mechanical work because hopefully you will have purchased a vehicle that works correctly. Campsites, a lot of them are free, if not 10, 15, $20 at the most. And then gas. Yeah, gas is going to be a huge expense for you no matter what. Just be aware of what state you're in, because California is super expensive for gas out here. Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, not too bad. Yeah, the East Coast, most places that aren't big cities, pretty good. So, yeah, I think gas has been a decent expense as well. It's all car related. You're living in your car, it's all car related. But I guess I didn't really answer the question. I just kind of talked about my vehicle for a while there. Total cost, I don't know. To start out, if you don't have the vehicle, probably $6,000. If you do have the vehicle, plan on $1,500 to $2,000, worth of maintenance, because you're gonna get it checked out before you go, and you're gonna get it checked out throughout the journey. And then just say for food, gas, and lodging, in the last month, I've had a lot of hotel stays that were pretty unnecessary. I mean, necessary, but not normal, I don't think. Maybe they are. Maybe this is normal for van life experience. I don't know. It's my first time. So, but in my last month, excluding hotels, the expenses can't be very, very much. With hotels, I mean, it's probably at least $300 to $400 extra bucks on top. But again, there's like more hotel stays than I expected there to be. So I hope I answered that question correctly. I should have thought about it more before recording this, but yeah, I think at least the starting costs are somewhat accurate, I would imagine. At least for me, it would be doable at those amounts. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know it's not a whole lot of experience, it's just a whole lot of me talking, but appreciate you listening, and can't wait to see you on the next one. Keep it candid.